Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What is the title we got? You got a great title. How to hit 10K a month consistently so you can have a six-figure year in business. Presented by the one, the only, the legendary Lauren Turton. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm excited to drop in and touch on different strategies. And I also want to touch on why I like to include numbers in my messaging, my marketing, etc. I know for some people it can be a turn off, but we'll dive into that a little bit later on.
Sounds good. I'm so grateful to have you here. Thank you so much for taking out time out of your busy day, your busy schedule to come and join us. I've had a couple calls with Lauren. She's phenomenal. She's also here in San Diego as well. We gotta definitely link up soon. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. And I'm so excited to see what you have for us today.
Awesome. I'll go ahead and take it from here and start sharing my screen. I do have a favor to ask of you. If there is anyone in the live that's asking questions or interacting, can you just let me know since I can't see the screen? And feel free today for those that are on the live to ask questions. I'm here for you to live coach you. And also, if you're watching the replay, please comment what your questions are, and I will make sure in these next days to be checking the comments as well, and I'll coach you in the comments. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Do you mind allowing me to share my screen, please? While we're doing this, I'll go ahead and share a little bit about numbers and why I like to include numbers in my messaging and my marketing. I know some people get turned off because you can see it a lot, 10K month, six-figure year, 100,000, all these different numbers now that get thrown around. And for me, it's very simple. It's energy, it's math. And so I like to include numbers and what it is I'm working on so that it's crystal clear what I'm trying to attract or what I am attracting energetically. And then the simple breakdown mathematically of what's going on in my life, bills wise, in my life business wise. And so that's why I like to attach numbers to things. So it's crystal clear what it is that I'm working on. And I don't use it as a way to say, to be braggadocious or I hit 30K this month to come off in that light. You'll look through my messaging and my marketing and you'll see that I do include my clients hit 20K this month, 30K. Again, it's math and it's energy. And it's just being crystal clear on what it is we're attracting, what it is we're calling in. And then again, just math. Being a responsible human and business owner and being crystal clear and realistic about the math of your life, the bills you have to pay if you're trying to save up money, the clients that you need to attract and enroll at certain price points so that the math of your life makes sense. So now that I've touched a little bit on that, I will go ahead and share my screen with you. Today is going to be pretty business heavy in regards to what it is I'm going to be sharing about. So again, questions, please let me know. And Max, what I will do is I'm going to have my Facebook Messenger pulled up on my phone. So any questions that come up, just send them to me on Facebook Messenger and I'll check them there. So what I want to touch on today is the 4 core offers that every coach needs to serve everyone in their community. And I originally was just going to do a training on how to create a high ticket offer so that you can hit consistent 10K a month, which would lead you to hitting 6 figures in your business. And as I was working on the presentation for today, I felt more called to dig into 4 core offers, which will also allow you to hit those numbers like 10K a month, which eventually leads you to a 6-figure business. And the reason why is because I know oftentimes people think, I want to serve everyone in my community. And not everyone is an energetic financial match for a high ticket offer. So that's what I'm going to be diving in today is how to actually create 4 core offers so that you can serve everyone in your community. And this workshop is for problem solvers, action takers, movers, and shakers. I can share all of the business strategy that I know but unless you actually take action and implement what it is I share with you, you are not going to see results. And this workshop is not for those who are not willing to implement and do the work, and for those who are looking for a get-rich-quick situation. If that is you, I acknowledge that you are self-aware and I congratulate you. And I would kindly ask that you leave the training right now, because that's not what we're about today. No hard feelings. Again, major props to you for being self-aware of where you're at in life. And my promise today is to teach you how to create 4 offers based off of your expertise, solidify the deliverables of the offer, and identify no-brainer pricing for each offer. So who am I? Hello, everyone. Nice to connect with you. I am Lauren Turton. I am a business coach that has created a signature system called Soul Career Clarity. I have scaled my business to over 6 figures in sales in less than a year, and my clients are hitting numbers like 10K, 20K, and 30K a month using this signature system. I touched on earlier why I like to say numbers, and the reason why is because, again, it's energy, it's math, and also it's tangible. It's how you know what is actually happening in my business or my client's business. I'm also a partner at 𝐂𝐨𝐫𝐞, which is an Italian restaurant located here in San Diego, California. It's in the neighborhood La Jolla. If you're in the area, I'd love to connect with you. Let me know when you want to come by and I'll link up. I'm also vice president of Help the 𝐂𝐨𝐫, which is a small nonprofit that supports women and children in southern India. Pre-COVID, I was traveling to India yearly to check in on the projects that we manage and fund there, and I'm hoping in 2022 that I can get back. And then Find the Hair is my self-portrait photography project that I started over a decade ago. I take bizarre photos of myself in a rabbit mask, and it's a way to self-express and to create outside of this physical body. And this is the roadmap that I take my clients on. I help them leverage energy, creation, messaging, community, and collaboration so they can scale their businesses and have a larger impact. And in the energy category, we dive into their mindset, overcoming any limiting beliefs that they might have, unlocking their potential, and really diving into their present reality and what they want their future reality to be. From there, we get into the creation phase, actually creating a brand, diving into who their ideal client is and what their high ticket offer looks like, and then creating crystal clear launch plans. After that, we get into messaging, messages that speak to the heart of your ideal client. And then from there, we get into community, engaging with your community, growing your community, and maintaining your community, and then enrolling community members as your high ticket clients. And lastly, we wrap it up with collaboration, which is speaking on other people's platforms like you see me doing now and getting featured in various publications. And then from there, collaborating with others and growing your team. So let's dive right in to the 4 core offers that every coach needs to serve everyone in their community. So you can start to hit those numbers, 10K a month, which eventually leads you to a 6-figure business. So I want you to take a moment to drop in right now and to get crystal clear on what your vision actually is. I want you to take a moment to write down, what are your dreams? What are your goals? And this is something that you can circle back to after the live workshop to take the time to really get specific on what it is that you're creating and working towards. This is something that I like to reflect on at least every 6 months, sometimes quarterly, because new information comes in often. We learn new strategies, and sometimes that can shift what it is that we're working on, which is okay. I know that Max has been going through that a little bit, some shifts and some changes. We've had some discussions about this, and it's great to know where you're at now, but also to be able to pivot and change. So I invite you to incorporate this into your business schedule at least every 6 months as to what is your vision? What are your dreams? What are your goals? Now I want you to close your eyes for just a minute. And I want you to actually feel what it feels like when these dreams, these goals, your visions become your reality. What is the feeling that you have? What does it taste like? And who is the first person that you communicate with when these dreams and goals become your reality? And I invite you to take a moment to do this so that you can truly embody what it feels like, so that you can quantum leap, shapeshift into this person who is doing the actions to turn the dreams and goals into reality. And I love the question of who is the first person you notify. That's such a special moment in time. The communication element of, oh my gosh, I did it. It happened. It's here. It's reality. So really taking the time to embody these emotions, the feelings, the taste that go behind this. You can open your eyes and come back to this present moment. I'm going to shift gears now and get into business strategy. And the first thing that I want to share with you is the 4 C's. So the 4 C's are how I and my clients market the business and enroll our clients. And the 4 C's are based off of content, conversations, calls, and then a client. And it's very, very simple. And the content that you're putting out there is based off of your high ticket offer. And so the content is going to look like the posts that you put on social media, any free trainings that you deliver, and when you speak on other people's platforms. That's content. This formula right here is what is responsible for scaling my business. Very simple. And I say this because so often people get wrapped up in, should I do paid ads? Should I build a sales funnel? Should I do this? Should I do that? I want you to strip it down and take away all the extras and get crystal clear on the content you're putting out there, which is based off an offer I'm going to help you craft today. And then having heartfelt, meaningful conversations with your community members and anyone who's coming in, and identifying if this is someone that you can truly serve, and if you're an energetic match. And from there, you get on a call with them and then you sign them as a client. Very, very simple. And I want to share with you what a value ladder is. So a value ladder looks like this. And today you're actually going to be building out your value ladder. Here in the bottom corner, we see that that is where your free offering is. I want everyone to hear I have a free offering so you can serve anyone in your community. From there, we build up to a low ticket offer. There we go into medium ticket offer. And then lastly, a high ticket offer. And we'll break this down further along, but I think it's really important to see the visual of what a value ladder is. Again, we want to be able to serve everyone in our communities. We do. That's what we're here for, to support other people. And when we have these systems set up in our business, it allows us to support anyone with ease and grace, because oftentimes we get people that come in and they can be energy suckers. They want to ask us all the questions in the DMs. They need all the help and the support, et cetera, et cetera. We need a place to put them so it's a proper energetic match on both ends. And so that is what we're going to be building out today, is your value ladder. So when I talk about energetic matches, this is what I mean: financial and timing. So you're going to get people that come into your community and you're going to have the conversation with them in the DMs. And soon you'll realize, as you get more skilled in this, where they're an energetic match for. Sometimes you don't even need to get on a call with someone to know where they're at energetically, financially. And when that's the case, you say, yes, I'm more than happy to help you. I have this incredible offer. It's $27. I'd love for you to enroll with it. And that's where you place that person. When you know someone is not an energetic match for your medium ticket or your high ticket offer, it doesn't make sense to spend time with them in a way that is sucking from you. And I see this a lot in our industry. So much people get burnt out because they're giving, but it's not a match. So this is something that I want you to be aware of and conscious of as you're building out your offers and as you're going about your business. Another way to determine if someone is an energetic match is timing. When you're having conversations with people, either in the DMs or when you get them on a call, figuring out the timing of their life. Are they someone who's just kind of kicking around right now, looking for options? They're having conversations with everyone. They're not ready to take action now, which is fine. We've all been there before. But if that is a person and that's where they're at energetically, it's your job as a coach to identify that. So again, you're not spending times in the DMs with them. They're kicking around, but you're giving. You need to start to identify where people are at energetically, financially, and with their time. So now that I've touched on the value ladder and you understand what that looks like, this right here is the setup for success. A low ticket or a free offer. And a free offer can look like your Facebook community, where you go live once a week and you're able to support people for free. A low ticket offer, a medium ticket offer, and a high ticket offer. And I'll break these down further in the next couple of slides. So this is what a free offer could look like. A free offer can come in the form of a downloadable PDF, a Facebook community where you go live once a week, a free training, a free workshop. These are free. These are community-based. And then from there, you get into a low ticket offer. So a low ticket offer can look like a monthly membership. They pay $27 a month and they get access to certain content, or maybe you do a once a month group coaching session in another Facebook community, or you build out a low ticket course that includes no coaching, $27 a month or $97 one-time fee. That's what that can look like. From there, we get into a medium ticket offer, which can look like a group coaching program. And then after that, high ticket offer, which can look like one-on-one coaching or a high level mastermind with a few experts, a curated group that you are facilitating. So how do you actually create these offers? Like, this is great and all, Lauren, thanks for sharing, but how do I actually create these offers? The first step in building out your value ladder is to actually create a high ticket offer. Your high ticket offer is what everything in your business is going to be based off of, including retreats, workshops, immersions, boot camps, everything else that you're offering. I want you to base it off of your high ticket offer, elements within your high ticket offer. And I have a free download for you. Just go to bit.ly/create high ticket and you will get access to this blueprint right here. This is how you actually form a high ticket offer. You can see in the bottom left corner, that's point A. That is the journey that your client is on right now. That's their current reality. That's where they're at. Usually in this state, they're overwhelmed, they're confused, they don't have support. And by the end of the journey, point B in the upper right corner, that is the outcome. That is what happens after they work with you. And you can see here that we take them through 9 modules. And usually this is a 12-week experience. And the reason why we break it up into 9 modules, but 12 weeks, is because week 1 is onboarding. And then the last 2 weeks, you'd want to support them with where they're at coming out of the experience and then wrap up with them. And you can see here in the middle where the numbers are, that is going to be the title of the module. And within each module, you are going to cover certain subjects. And the subjects are usually the tools that you use. This could be Reiki, breath work, all the tools that are in our space, yoga, the list goes on and on and on. And then you're also going to see that there's a micro transformation that takes place within each module. I'm going to share an example with you now so that you can see crystal clear on what a built out high ticket offer looks like. So you can see here, this was a program that I launched. Let's see, almost a year ago called Soul Career Clarity. It has now changed a little bit since then, but you can see it's crystal clear on on the journey that I take my clients on. So when they start with me, point A, no business plan, they're overwhelmed, they're confused, they're scattered. And by the end of the journey, they have a business plan, they're organized, consistent income. And you can see here in the middle where the numbers are, those are the titles, your mindset. And then the subject that I help them with in module 1 is mindset, self-awareness, overcoming limiting beliefs. And the micro transformation is playing small, and now they're absolutely unstoppable. Let's move to module 4. Module 4 is about figuring out who their ideal client is. And the micro transformation here is unknown to known. Before this module, they did not know who their ideal client was. They were trying to help everyone in the world. And their messaging was scattered because they didn't know who their client was. We dig into who their client is by tapping into their client's vibrational grid. And we dig into who their client is by identifying their ideal client's archetype. It's crystal clear what's going on in this module. Let's move on to high ticket offer. So during this module, I help them craft out their modules, their magnetic message, and how to actually run their offer. And before this module, they didn't have an offer. So the micro transformation is non-existent to existent. And then at the end of this program, we start to build out their global audience. And before this, they were unknown. It was only their community that knew who they were, but now they're known because they are speaking on other people's platforms. They are pitching and getting media. And I've also helped them create their media sheet. So you can see here how this journey is crystal clear on what it is I'm doing with my clients. Also, I love this worksheet because this is content right here for you to use when you're crafting your marketing messages. All these little tidbits you see, unknown to known, timid to confident, non-existent to existent. This is content right here. So as you're building out your high ticket offer, you're also crafting out your content. Again, go to bit.ly/create high ticket, and you'll be able to download this worksheet for yourself and work on it in your own time. And something else I want to touch on real quick is the tools in your toolbox. So the tools that are in my toolbox are copywriting, social media marketing, content creation. These are all tools that are in my toolbox. The tools in your toolbox could look like yoga therapy, breath work, Reiki, things in that world. The tools in your toolbox are not what it is you do with your clients. You take your clients on a massive transformation. You take them from point A to point B. So when people ask, what is it that you do? I invite you to stop saying, I teach yoga. You do so much more than that. Yoga is a tool. That's like me being like, I'm a copywriter. There's so much more that I do than copywriting. So what it is that you do is you actually take them on a transformation. So I support women, your ideal client, who are struggling with, you insert what they're struggling with so that they can, and you give the result of what it is that you do. If anyone is struggling with creating a message like this, it's called a magnetic message. Let me know in the comments what it is you currently say to others when they ask what it is you do. And I'm going to take that message and I'm going to rework it so that we can get crystal clear on who it is you serve and what it is you help them with. So when launching an offer like this at first, a lot of my clients will come in and they'll be like, okay, I need to create videos. I need to record content. I need to do this. I need to do that. Like all the things, right? No. With your first batch of clients, I want you to do live trainings with them. Coach them live. Record the sessions. Get client-driven feedback. Review the sessions. And then record the sessions. And then put it into a membership site. Something like ClickFunnels, Kajabi, Teachable, one of those platforms that house membership sites, but don't record sessions until you work with clients. And the reason why is because the clients are going to tell you what they actually need help with. And if you take all this time to record content, you think that's what they need in week 1, that might not be what they need in week 1. That might be for week 3. But you've already recorded this content. You've wasted your time, your energy. So just wait. Your first 3 to 5 clients, live coach them, get that feedback. And then I want you to record the content. So round 2 of clients, they would watch the pre-recorded content. And then during the session with you, they're going to ask questions based off of the content that they just reviewed. And this is where you start to get into time freedom. So a lot of clients, when they come in to work with me, they're strapped for time. They're working with their clients one-to-one. They might be doing in-person sessions. They're tapped out. It's when you start to get online and coach clients online that you start to get time freedom. And the time freedom comes in the form of pre-recorded content, so that the calls with the clients, again, it's just Q&A. Hey, Lauren, I watched this video. This is what came up for me. This is what I don't understand. Can you help me? Yes, let's live coach. And this is what a membership site will actually look like. So you can see here that the sheet that I gave earlier, that is the outline of my offer. This is what it looks like when it's actually housed in a membership site. You can see on the left side, each of the modules, that's the journey that they go on. And then you go to the right side, and I shared with you what the inside of those modules look like. So let's get into what a high ticket one-on-one coaching offer actually looks like. What are the deliverables here? What are you actually doing with your clients? So a high ticket offer, one-on-one coaching, as I said, 12 weeks. Eventually you're going to have pre-recorded content. You could do 12 60-minute weekly calls or 12 30-minute weekly one-on-one calls. Messaging support. I use the platform Slack to message with my clients. I know today that you were asking about Voxer coaching and support. And so I wanted to touch on that today. I found a lot of value in the application Slack. And the reason why is because you can type messages to one another, and you can also link Google Drive and other platforms to Slack, so that any documents that you're sending to them, they don't just get the link, they get the actual document in the feed. And that is such a wonderful feature because visually they get what they need. And you can also send voice notes in Slack as well. So this is the preferred platform that I use. And what's great about high ticket offers that I do is I give my clients unlimited access to me for the 90-day container. And that unlimited access comes in the form of Slack. So we're sending messages, we're sending voice notes, like we're dialed into each other for 90 days straight. The other deliverables you can include in high ticket offers are also worksheets, anything that they can download and work on during their own time. So then let's get into a medium ticket offer. A medium ticket offer is a group coaching program, 12 weeks, eventually pre-recorded content. It could look like 12 60-minute weekly group calls or 12 30-minute weekly group calls and worksheets. You can see here that they don't have one-on-one calls, and they also don't have messaging support. That is the difference between group coaching and one-on-one coaching, and the prices will reflect that as well. We'll get into pricing in a little bit, but you want your pricing to have a difference between group coaching and one-on-one coaching because of the level of support that you are providing. And then from there, we get into a low ticket offer, which could look like the course in a membership site, any worksheets. And then again, freebies would be a downloadable PDF, a Facebook community, free trainings, or free workshops. For Facebook communities, it's really, really important to think about the fact that you're building an empire, and that with empires, you need all types of people in an empire, and community members are very, very important. You're going to get people that come into your world who will never purchase from you, but they will show up to every live session that you do for free, and they will volunteer for you when you're hosting an in-person retreat or workshop. Lauren, let me do the registration. I'm there. And the way that they get support is through the freebies. Remember, you have to start setting boundaries with your community members and your clients. I know for me, when I start getting questions in the DMs that are past the point of when I'm analyzing if this is someone I can help or not, once it gets past that point and I'm like, oh, this is a community member, or this is someone who's just looking around, I say, hey, you know what? I'd love to answer that question for you. I go live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. You're more than welcome to ask questions there so that the community can learn from this conversation as well. So I'm giving you permission to set boundaries with those that you're communicating with. Remember, your energy, your time, that is yours. You are a sacred being. So treat yourself as that way. You can't always be giving, 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 giving. You've also stepped into the place as a business owner. And I know this is hard because we want to help everyone, but you've decided to have a business. So you need to have a business. And having these boundaries will allow you to have an actual business. Okay, so let's get into what pricing can look like for these offers. Let's start with free. Free is free. We've already gotten into the deliverables of free access. From there, we can get into low ticket offers. So a low ticket offer can look like a membership site with workshop or worksheets, a live monthly session, or some group sessions as well. I've seen coaches do this for, $27 a month up to $97 a month. You can do a course where it's just a membership site and just worksheets. $97 up to $997 is industry standard. You can also include in there as well, like live group coaching sessions once a month too. From there, we get into group coaching. $997 up to $4,997. And you see a pattern here. I'm ending the numbers with 7, correct? And the reason why is because study after study has shown that people are more likely to buy when the number 7 is at the end of the price point. And so $997 looks more appealing than $1,000. It's not as big of an investment. So I share this with you. I know a lot of folks in this community, their communities resonate with angel numbers. So also consider that, but look at it psychologically from the viewpoint of, is someone more likely to invest $999 versus $1,111? They're probably psychologically going to do the $999. So if you are using angel numbers in your branding, think about from the psychological point of view as to how you price with those angel numbers. And then high ticket coaching goes from $5,000 up to $15,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, depending on the length of the program. But if you're in the 12-week range, I would say $5,000 to $15,000. That's industry standard. And something that is brought up a lot in my community is, well, Lauren, you're a business coach, so it makes sense why you're charging what you do. I'm a spiritual coach. I'm a health coach. I'm a wellness coach. I can't charge that much. Yeah, you can, because you're solving a major problem for someone. You are taking them from point A to point B. If I am having health problems, I cannot conduct business properly as a business coach. I will pay you to help me solve my problems. I am desperate. I need help. And this goes back to the offer that you create. You need to make sure your offer is crystal clear and the transformation you're taking your clients on. That is what warrants the high ticket price. If you're flimsy or wishy-washy with your messaging, then yeah, no one's going to pay you the pricing because I don't know what you're doing for me. But if you're crystal clear on what it is you're helping me with, yeah, I'm going to pay you $5,000 to help solve this problem for me in 3 weeks or 12 weeks. Duh. It's a no-brainer. So I got a little fired up on that one, but you can see how passionate I am about that. And the reason why is because I hear it all the time from this community. I can't charge that much. I'm not a business coach. I'm not a this, I'm not a that. You need to ground in and stand in your power and realize that you are solving major problems for people. Okay. So today you've learned how to create 4 offers based off of your expertise, solidify the deliverables of the offers, and identify no-brainer pricing for each offer. And I'm curious to know if you'd like to learn how I can further support you so you can consistently hit numbers like 10K a month, 20K a month, 30K a month. It's possible. These are testimonials from a few of my clients. Dr. 𝐭𝐸. In January, she hit 11K, February 14th K, and March she hit 17K. And I believe her highest month since then is a 30K month in sales. And again, I share this with you because it's crystal clear on what's happening in her business and what's going on. Grace, she is a wonderful client of mine. She is a world-renowned concert pianist who has now shifted into being an empowerment coach. And in just 7 days of working with me, she did $10,000 in sales. And my opportunity for those on this workshop is a 90-day container called the Scaling Experience. And during this container, I'm going to help you create your high ticket offer, launch the offer, and enroll your first high ticket clients. And think about it. It's October. You and I get working now. This is going to be happening for you before the new year. So imagine setting yourself up for success now. So as you go into 2022, you're going to be absolutely crushing it. And this is for you if you're ready to commit to reaching the next level of your life and business. And if you're tired of figuring it out on your own, exhausted from trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together, and if you need accountability, support, guidance, and a step-by-step process. And if this is you, there are some bonuses for people who attended this workshop and sign up to work with me before Friday, October 15th. I'm going to book you to speak in my Facebook community, Soul Career Clarity. And I'm going to connect you with 3 warm leads so that you can get booked to speak on their platforms. Speaking on other people's platforms is how I've grown my business, and I want to help you with that as well. I'm also going to write and release 3 press releases for you. I only have 5 spots open, and this is an investment, but don't worry, we will find a solution for you. I invite you to book a no pressure breakthrough call by going to calendly.com/the-transcendent-visionary/breakthrough. I am not one of those people who get on a call and would ever pressure you into something that you're not a match for. Genuinely, I care about you and I want to connect with you further. Even if you don't end up working with me, I will advise on strategies that you can take right now to start scaling your business. So I invite you to book the call. Thank you so much for having me today. I appreciate.
Oh my gosh, that was my pleasure. Some of my favorite takeaways from today's call, that fiery motivation part when you just got all of in your essence and telling people. I think that's the biggest thing I hear too is like, oh, I'm not a business coach. I can't charge big numbers like that. And I think just helping people realize like that transformation that you offer people, it's such a big deal. And that other thing about the 7s, I started implementing that about a year ago, and it definitely made a big difference. I used to be the angel number guy, 1111, 333, and it's just like a small ship, 347, 107, 1107, you know what I mean? 17 rather. So yeah, I just want to share that. And anyway, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for that amazing opportunity for everyone to work with you. I'm going to go ahead and type up all these notes and put it into our community, chop this up a little bit so everyone can see it. But thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. It was an honor. And I'll check the comments to see if anyone has asked questions. And then I'll send you this link so you can put it in the notes as well for anyone who'd like to book a call. I look forward to connecting with you. My pleasure. Can I ask you one question before we dig out of here? Mm-hmm. I've been asking this to people on interviews, and I really love this question. If you could have like a soapbox moment and you could speak a message and everyone in the world could hear you, what would you say? Figure out investing in a coach now. You can't do this on your own. You need to work with someone who has achieved what it is you want to achieve, because It's not just the business strategy that goes behind it. You also invest in their community and their networks. So you get access to their community and networks, and anything they're doing, you get access to. I know with my clients, if I invest money and I attend a workshop and retreat, the first people I'm coming back to and sharing new strategies I've learned and implemented is my clients and my network. So if it's not me, someone else, find someone who you align with and they're doing what it is you want to do, and invest the money and figure it out. Amen. I love it. Perfect. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the future. Bye for now. Thank you. Yeah.